Okay, so last time you all decided, hey, we're going to check out this bunker that has been leading to the psychic behavior of one of our friends. And in doing so, you found it, explored it a bit, was left with a riddle last time to solve, and you even had an interpretation done for you. I will also send you an owlbear link, so you will all be able to see what's going on. Um, it's being put in the Wasteland chat. Feel free to grab that. So also we gained a new player, but I'll figure out a way to introduce him in a bit. So the thing you were left with last time was this poem. The original is the Night Yoga Timp of seek the cull, hold the blood and boil the pain, yearn for its call, yearn to hold and steal your sins. Enter the tulip of once of heart till the flower sheds its thorns. Now rise and you shall be born with the egg of knowledge. Your interpretation of this is to seek out your weakness and seal your pact with blood. Do so with the earnestness that you want of your own. Don't do it because you feel forced. Grow the self as you wish to become and seek out your transmutation. After all is done, you will have the discipline of knowledge, like a young egg waiting to hatch. As extra compensation, since it was still about 3 weeks ago since before we had session, you all entered this facility to figure out why Virgil was being drawn here. Robbie was... No, Virgil, yep, that's it. Virgil was being drawn here. And figuring out why that is, the searing pain, the different transmutation scrolls, everything in between, and tons of alchemical text and dusty old literature.
Oh yeah, he was tripping balls last time.
To your knowledge, yes. Virgil's been having a terrible time with the burning sounds and voices in his skull.
I think he's just making shit up.
I believe last time you received an egg, Virgil? Last time there was a torch with white on it. White flame that wasn't hot to the touch, necessarily, but it would scorch you if you thought on it a bit and tried to respond to its flames. What do you wish to do, Virgil? Virgil?
Fucking headset. Okay. I don't remember there being an egg outside of the poem. So I have an egg now?
No.
No?
Nope, that was just your DM's fever dream.
Okay.
I definitely heard you had an egg too. I got really excited. I was like, all right, we got the answer.
I almost wrote it down.
Find the egg, Virgil, find the egg.
Virgil has egg.
No, you needed to do the task before you to gain entry to a proverbial egg of knowledge. You were told and shown multiple transmutations, as well as having the scroll of iron transmutation of the sun, which will take several weeks to do. But then you found this poem that you are to somehow seek out. You had previously thought that it might be in your blood, that you might have to literally seek out your weakness of some sort. So you have an interpretation here before you, however you choose to see it.
I'm
mean, we-
terrible at word poems.
So we talked
Word,
about it.
not word poems. Word problems. There we go.
So you and I talked about it last time, and we thought maybe it was your blood, and he's right. That is what we talked about. Maybe you bleed into the fire.
Sure, I'll try that. I'll drip some blood into the torch.
Okay. So, as you go, what are you dripping? Are you cutting yourself? What are you choosing to do?
You just like a cut across my palm and drip the blood into the torch.
So as you cut across the palm and squeeze your hand, dripping some blood into it, the flame does turn a pinkish red color, but then you feel a searing pain bubbling from within inside your palm, as it feels like the iron is boiling in you, smelting into slag, as it begins to bubble and boil and turn into spikes as it jets out from your hand. As none of this has physically happened to you, but it feels like it, as you are looking at this thing manifesting almost spectrally on your hand, as you feel a voice through your bones echoing as it says, "You have not sealed the pact. Thus this blood is meaningless."
Okay, there's a pact now.
I'll read to you your interpretation again. Seek out your weakness and seal your pact with your blood. Do so with earnestness of your own want. Do not do this because you feel forced. Grow the self you wish to become and seek out your transmutation. After all is done, you will have the discipline of knowledge, like a young egg waiting to hatch.
Okay, I take the black quartz gem out of my pocket and smear my blood on that.
Okay.
Does there do anything?
No.
Hold it in fire. Hold it in fire.
No. Hold it in the fire?
Yeah, you stuck your hand in the fire already.
Where did you get the black quartz gem from again?
It was in my pocket from when we went to the black quartz bunker.
So you
I don't know.
take
It's in my it's in my inventory.
Mark of Dragon, black quartz. I don't think that's not a. I want to say, if I remember right, you had a vision of a black quartz gem, but you didn't actually have a gem. It's like a metaphysical, you're seeing shit thing.
I've got my
Or-
details mixed up.
Right. Well, so you got a Mark of the Dragon. It's under Virgil items from 4:25:25 at 10:28 p.m.
Yeah, that's the one I'm
Mark of
looking at.
Dragon. Yeah, marked black quartz, and that's from us completing that bunker. But I don't think it was a physical thing. I think you have a mark on you.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, if I remember right, that you had a mark on you just like that mutant did, that nobody else can see.
You can do this. I believe in you.
I don't feel like I'm smart enough to handle this.
You are. Everything is laid before you.
So maybe draw out the mark with your blood on the slab in front of you.
Sure, okay. I'll use my blood and draw the mark that's on my body or whatever.
On what?
On the table there. The pedestal.
So as you draw it out, right, you draw out the mark. Nothing happens on the pedestal. You simply get an aching feeling, a bit of dread, a bit of unknowing and uneasiness as you relive some of the memories from this mark.
Okay. So you drew the mark. Now you said that that's a torch, right? So maybe pick the torch up and try to light the blood.
Well, I already tried dripping my blood into the torch.
Right.
I don't think that's going to do much.
Right. The difference, though, is so you're in this transmutation circle. Like if you look in the map, think Full Metal Alchemist, right? You're in a big alchemy circle now. You just drew your symbol in the middle of it, and now you're gonna light it to activate it, maybe? I don't know. I'm just trying to help, man.
Yeah. Is the torch movable?
You cannot reach the torch. If you fully extend your arm, you can just get above it, but you cannot reach over the block to get to the torch. But as you make your symbol and you draw it with blood, your hand begins to writhe a little bit with pain as white fire springs up onto the mark, sealing your blood-quenched hand shut with a sear on it. As you are now doing so in earnest, not because you feel forced, because you are choosing to. In doing so,
now my hand is melted shut?
the skin is.
Ugh.
Where you slit yourself,
Oh,
You're
okay.
healed.
it cauterized the wound.
I
with a white
misunderstood. I
flame.
thought you meant like my hand clenched shut and melted.
No, I'm not giving you a wax hand. No, the wound cauterized shut, with a white flame reached around it. Now, as it cauterizes shut, the white flame sparks, igniting your insignia on the table. You've completed the first couple steps in a reach-around process. Not the intended way, but still a way that works. In doing so, have a question in your mind. What do you wish to do with this knowledge?
I wish to understand it for knowledge's sake.
Why?
Because a mystery has been placed before me and I must unravel it.
That's the question of why, though. What's the greater purpose for yourself? Is it curiosity? Is it to know more about thy enemy, to become more? What is the gain that Virgil gains from this? What is Virgil's stake in this? What would he want out of knowing ancient fuckery, sorcery knowledge of a deep, dead alchemist cult?
Self-improvement.
Okay. In doing so, the flame turns a pitch black on your hand, and so does the torch. Your onyx explodes from your pocket, and is now deep within inside your mind's eye. You now have the discipline that you need. You see inside your head is an egg. Of what knowledge do you seek? Answer carefully. Pick your words carefully.
Do we see any of that happen? Or is that all metaphysical?
Used to see that a black flame has jetted out of his hand that was once a searing white one that seared his hand, then black, and is now black with the torch, and is a flame that has engulfed his hand. But he doesn't look like he's in pain, he's just staring at it.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to stare at him too.
What is your answer, Virgil?
Oh, man.
The pressure is on.
Seek the knowledge to persevere and survive. Anything that comes before me.
The egg cracks a little bit. Survive how? Self-survival? Survival with many? Survival with friends? Protection? Non-protection? Soul conquest? These questions fill your mind. What is it that you answer with?
Protection.
It
Of
cracks,
myself and those around me.
it cracks a little bit more. Protection how? Guardian, inventor, catalyst, upgrader, repairer, medic, specialist, wits, tactician. More questions. How do you answer?
Yeah, technology, repairing and upgrading.
Okay. So, it cracks even more. And once it is done cracking, it explodes. Out from it, a new symbol has conjoined to you. It is a symbol of a singular circle, and I will give you the symbol right quickly. One moment. To give you the best representation that I can of this, you see this. I'll post it in Wasteland chat. A symbol of a gear and skull has been written itself into the deepest part of your mind. It flashes with a green flicker, and, you know, Greycon should recognize it all too well. You feel as if you understand deeper parts of machines now, that you have a deep-rooted connection with machines and technology, in the sense that you can now add a you can add 2 points into your repair tag. Virgil. And
Okay.
you have gained a custom perk.
And that's unaffected by the multiplier for tag, right?
No, it's still affected by the. It's just you're getting 2 tag points, so it's. I'm already calculating it. It's just you have 2 tag points. So you just put 2 points into the tag. Skilled of repair.
Okay, I did.
You have Wasteland's capacitor. So wasted capacitors. You gain more parts from breaking down machines, and every time that you break down one succession of each other on the same day, you have a chance of obtaining a Pip-Boy blueprint to create that machine. That is your custom perk, which you have gained from this.
Alright.
You feel a slight connection with your Pip-Boy right now. As you look at it, your eye looks into it as you can hear the whirling and clicking of its machine parts inside. You can almost feel the electricity coursing through it, like your own veins and nerves inside your own skin.
Oh. Pip-Boy. So bad. Is my hand still on fire?
No, your hand is fine. It just has a cauterized wound on the inside of it.
Cool. So I turn to the others. I think we can leave now.
A
be
burning
glad
voice
to.
into the back of your head speaks. Very good, my young fledgling. You have completed your rite of the Iron Sun. Carry on to my many other destinations, my points of knowledge and power, and ascend the ladder. Become my right hand, my dear patron.
That's spooky. There's probably going to be other places to visit. But I think we're done here.
Just as you say that, as you walk away, you hear a knocking on the inside of the tomb the square stone box that you placed your insignia on. Like something's inside
Oh.
it.
I'll try to open it.
Did you hatch your egg?
It was on his head.
What? He's like extremely quiet.
I said, did you hatch your egg?
Oh yeah, it hatched.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try to open it.
Okay. So there is a slab that is on top of it. However, as you approach it, you feel little whinges of electricity on the side of it.
Okay, I'll check there, see what I see.
Okay. Roll me an investigation.
Right. Investigation. That's a D20, right? Nine plus 10, 19.
You manage to slide open a panel that appears to be a mini terminal.
Okay. We'll inspect the terminal and try to figure it out.
Okay. Roll me science.
Science. That's D100. My skill points are 77 and I rolled 83. So no.
So you don't know exactly how it functions or works. You just know there is a screen on it that appears to have a few lines on it that dip up and down. Hello, Cryptic. We're just in the game. If you wish to listen, feel free to. Actually, you know what, Cryptic? Are you able to do a little voice here?
Possibly what you need.
You are about to be a sassy terminal.
I'm about to be a sassy terminal?
Yep.
What is a terminal?
Computer.
Oh, okay. I was thinking a creature or something. A sassy terminal, okay.
Like Fallout. Fallout terminal.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
You boot up. As you look around, your little camera indicator points you to this human creature who is now in front of you, as you have just woken up your data vaults after a long, long time. And who's this shit bag who's in front of you?
Ugh. This isn't a face I wanted to wake up to. Can you speak?
Hello?
Hello.
Wow.
Why'd you boot me up?
I heard knocking in the box and I tried to open the box.
The box? What box?
You're the box.
I'm the box? I'm a computer.
You're a computer on the box.
Well, what do you need?
I want to open the box.
Well, then open the box.
As you attempt to open up the box, that is outside of your purview, as your purview is vitals only.
I can't help you open the box.
What
You're gonna have to find something else to help you open the box.
what functions do you have access to?
I access vitals.
You
So
monitor
this
and
box has
access
something
vitals.
living in it.
Sorry, two people were talking at once. What was that?
Go ahead.
So the box has something living in it.
Oh, okay. I can see there is something inside the box. I can see its vitals.
I look over to my companions and I let them know there might be something alive in the box.
As you say this,
This is a box, by the way.
the rest of you hear him talking to the box, but there's no voice coming out of the box. Virgil is the only one that hears the voice from the box.
Well,
Is that all you need to know? You booted me up for that?
I guess open it.
Okay. I physically try to open the box.
As you push it open, the computer terminal shuts down. Thank you, Gatekeeper Cryptic.
You're welcome.
As the terminal shuts off, you open up the box to see a super mutant inside hooked up to vital support systems, tied and bolted, chained down in a straitjacket, whose blood is being siphoned off to burn the torch.
Oh.
As you see a different robotic hand kind of reach over, unplug the saline solution pouch, and then plug a new one in, as there's like a long conveyor belt going into the floor of them coming up and around.
Does the super mutant appear conscious?
No.
I'm going to close the box.
Okay, you can close it back up and say, oh, that's in there. Okay.
There's a super mutant in the box. No, I don't know what those are. There's a big guy in the box.
Big green guy. Big man.
Big green guy. Big
Whoa.
big guy.
Well, Virgil, I mean, do you feel okay about leaving it in there?
I'm conflicted because I don't want to abandon somebody, but I don't want to wake him up and have him go insane and try to kill us.
But I'll wait right here. See if you can wake him up. If he goes crazy, I'll do what I gotta do.
Okay, I open the box back up.
Okay, as you close the box, the terminal pop back open, and as soon as you walk back over, as you reopen it, the terminal shuts down for the briefest moments. You hear, hey, and then it shuts off again. As you open the box back up and see the super mutant inside.
Okay, I want to look for a button or a switch or something that will turn off stasis.
Oh, he's not in stasis.
He's just asleep?
Kind of being drugged
Oh.
for the IB pouches. Could roll a medicine check.
Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, yes. My skill is 77 and I rolled 56.
Okay, so he is being currently pumped with 3 different saline solution bags, one for vitamins, one for nutrients, and one that is full of pure caffeine to make his body overclock to basically just become a blood pouch.
So if I stop the caffeine, he'll probably wake up.
If you stop the one that's drugging him, which is the saline, which is one of the saline pouches, which you identify as a saline pouch that has the vitamins going into him.
Okay, I'll stop that one.
Okay, do you just tear the needle out?
Yes.
Sleight of hand.
It's a d20. 5 plus 10, 15.
You gently take the needle out, and with a little bit of blinking, he comes back alive, as I assume you take out the other needles as well.
Yeah.
As you take all the needles out, Gilgamesh, do you wish to have a name for your character beyond Gilgamesh, or
Jams. That's
Jams?
just
Okay.
one random I picked.
Jams, or Jam, you're back to the waking world as you wake up. What were you dreaming of?
Probably rampaging and fighting.
You had a dream that you were... So, question. Were you a pre-war super mutant in the sense of you were turned into one before the war, as in like you've been sleeping here for a while, or were you wanting to be one like they captured and stuck in here?
Captured and stuck in here.
Okay, you're having a dream where you are inside of a battle arena, beating the shit out of every wasteland creature imaginable, and just as you were about to deal the finishing blow on a death claw, you are woken up in a straitjacket inside of what appears to be an ice cooler in the middle of some godforsaken crypt somewhere, with 3 humans standing in front of you looking with concerned faces.
Can I try to break out a straitjacket?
Sure. I would need you to roll me a athletics check. So that's a 1d20 plus the modifier.
How do I roll on this?
So in Owlbear, you will see a dice icon in the top left corner. Click on that, and then you click on a d20.
Oh shit.
Nat 20.
Nice job.
Okay, so you nat 20, break it off, just ka-chink, it is off you now. It just tears off you like wet cloth. And yeah, there's 3 little humies standing in front of you.
Aren't we cute? Don't hurt us.
Do I know I was kidnapped?
You have memories of on the battlefield seeing several black robed figures approach you. They didn't take very long to have conversations. They shot plasma at you and then stabbed you in the skull with 6 syringes and drugged you. And then you woke up briefly before they stuck you under. So you know you were captured. They look nothing like the people who kidnapped you.
Okay, I'm gonna be like really defensive, kind of like in a defensive stance, but I'm not gonna like initiate attacking, but I'm gonna ask like, what the hell just happened?
No clue, but it looks like you've been in here for a while.
Do you have anything to do with my confinement?
No, I'm just the guy that opened the box.
No, he actually just freed you.
Huh?
For a
True.
No,
for the briefest moment, you feel something buzzing in your pocket, Jam, as well as Virgil, Sven, and Lena. All of your pit boys buzz on your arms.
What?
okay. I look at it.
A little vault boy sticks his head out and says, "Why, hello! Seems you met new friend, Robco friends." And it goes away.
This thing is so weird.
Is mine the same?
No.
So I'm gonna reach for mine or what? I have no idea what it is.
Yours
and look
is
at it.
an old Pip-Boy model. So they all have the arm-mounted ones, which I believe is the Pip-Boy 3000. You have, I believe... Oh, where is it? It's the slate one. Fallout 1, if I can find it. Let me grab an image for you real quick. It's this thing.
Okay.
Here's a better 3D render of it. The Pip-Boy 2000.
It's pretty cool.
It's like two encyclopedias stuck together. You can fit it into your pocket. It's kind of like just book-shaped instead of being like an arm piece. But you take yours out, it has a couple buttons on it to like navigate it. A little built-in screen and such as like a older Pip-Boy comes out dressed in his like yellow attire with slicked back hair and says, "Well, howdy, friend. It seems you found yourself one." And a more digitized, cranky voice.
Okay. I'll just put it away, I guess.
And just for future knowledge, this is the Pip-Boy 3 to 4,000 that everybody has on their
Yeah, from the
list.
games.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't even think that there'd be older versions like that.
Mm-hmm. The Pip-Boy, just for a little bit of Fallout lore, the Pip-Boy 1000 was a giant computer terminal. The Pip-Boy 2000 is the first portable model. Here, I actually have an image of the first model they made. It's a giant hulk of a beast. This is the Pip-Boy 1000.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
It's huge. It's not great at all. Takes up most of your arm to hold it. It is your entire forearm. Broke very easily, but that's the Pip-Boy 1000. The Pip-Boy 2000 was a slate, and then they went back to the ARM model in the 3000 for compact design. The 4000 improved upon the 3000 with, you know, the use of holotapes in them, but... Nerd out over. Continue your roleplay.
Does it always do that when you meet someone?
That's the first time I've seen it do that.
Is there anything different about, like, a light on or something?
What do you mean?
I don't know. After it did its little thing, did
No,
it just
there.
go blank?
It just did its little thing, and that was it.
Okay.
So it says that you're friendly. We are too. That's good to know. What did you say your name was?
Jams.
I'm Sven. We're gonna back up a little bit and give you some space so you can get out of there and stretch your legs. We don't know how long you've been in there. As long as you don't try anything, we're not gonna try anything either.
All right. I can. I could use some friends right now, I think. I'll just get out and stretch and.
As you get out, you're a hulking mass of how tall did you make yourself?
I didn't look at like specs like that.
Okay, I'll pull it up real
What's
quick.
the usual height?
Well, super mutants. Well, humans go from 4 feet to 6 feet. Super mutants go from 6 to 8 feet tall. 9 if you're Hank Horrigan, but
You want to say 7, just right in the middle?
sure. You see this 7-foot behemoth just step out of this makeshift freezer. And I will get you your token real quick. What kind of super mutant token you want? Like angry or calm?
What does the token do?
Just like your...
It's just your little picture
just a
thing that we
picture.
have.
Yeah, let's go angry. I was getting some in-game item. I was like, ooh, a token.
No, token just for the, so you see in the battle maps an owlbear? Just to move around the battle
Yeah,
map.
I know what you're talking. Yeah, it's the little picture of people.
I'm glad that we were able to get you out of there. I think we were about to leave here. If you want some people to travel with for a while, you're welcome to come with us.
Considering I don't even know where I am, that might be a good idea.
And I think with that, we make our way out of this place.
Do you wish to look on your Pip-Boy jams to see where you once were?
Yeah, sure.
As you open up your Pip-Boy, taking out the fat slate that is in your back pocket, which for you is, to everybody else, it looks like a big, thick encyclopedia book. It's like, how the fuck does that fit in a pocket? But, you know, you're a super mutant, so your hands, to you, it just looks like a tiny little book in your hands. To everyone else, it looks like you could bludgeon someone to death with it. So as you're just tip-tapping on your Pip-Boy, it comes up that you previously were in... You were previously in Tepensky, in one of the gang arenas.
Okay, that must be where the dream came from.
Your current location is a little bit northeast of that area.
Okay, good to know.
All right. Well, we've got a little bit of a mission to do to save a town. I think we should get going.
I could lend a hand to people who helped me.
What'd you say, Jan?
Let's get out of here.
Oh, just I'd be willing to lend a hand since they helped me out.
Okay.
Cool, let's go.
So, and while we're walking, we walk and do this. You change the tiles and whatnot. But so Jams, what are you good at? What kind of skills do you have? Just so we can figure out how you can fit in and help us.
Good at. I look around for like the nearest thing to grab onto.
You have a bumper sword with you. Surprisingly, they left that with you for whatever reason.
Oh no, I want to grab something.
Oh, you see there is a, like, pillar right here. Like, kind of like a,
Okay.
there's a couple, like, small stone pillars as well as, like, there's, just brick around.
I'm gonna try to like just grab something and just smash it.
Okay.
and just be like, I'm good at that.
You reach down, you grab a hunk of brick as you take like 5 or 6 bricks, and just chuck it at a wall as it pulverizes onto the wall.
I'll just clap my hands together and walk.
Hey, hey, Virgil,
Yeah.
you want to loan him one of your mini weapons?
Well, he's got his bumper sword.
Yeah, but you have that fist thing.
Don't you have a bunch of really good weapons that you have found?
I have
like-
one
like you got like
because
a
I
death
gave you
claw.
the katana.
Well, don't you? I thought you had like a death
Oh,
claw,
well,
and
no,
you
you're right
had
too.
you had like a death claw and a giant like other claw, right?
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, we can give him the not the Death Gall gauntlet, the electric one.
You want to give him the electric power fist?
Yeah, that power fist.
Okay, I will make a equipment log for you.
I'll also hand him the katana. Here, I'm not very good with this. I'd much rather somebody like you have it.
And then let me find the katana in the weapons. So Jams, if you'll look in the Discord, there is a forum channel for the game, and you'll see there is your items and equipment, which I'll be putting all the stuff for the game into, which you can add into your own notes later if you want. It's just there as a reminder thing.
Okay.
And then katana. So you now have an electric power fist. That's called its special ability or legendary effect is called Car Lock. When you hit a creature, you can add a cardiac arrest modifier to a living target, or an overload for a robot. This is based off your endurance. So every time that you would hit a creature, you smack your damage, and then you add your endurance stats. What's your endurance? It's 11, right? So basically, every 2 swings, you're giving a living target a cardiac arrest.
Okay.
And then the katana is a 10-foot swing distance, 2d12 damage, and each extra swing deals a +4 damage to their condition rating. So
What was the power fist damage again?
So fist weapons don't go off your damage. So fist
They
weapons
go off
is
unarmed?
yeah. So your unarmed damage, right, is flat. It's just that the fist weapons are adding effects to the damage, while the melee weapons are having their separate damage stats and effects.
Okay, okay.
So fist is always flat damage, never changes unless you up and lower your stats.
Gotcha. And then what would the katana be, just so I can put that in melee?
It's in your Jams items and equipment.
As soon as we get a fusion core, I'll be able to upgrade your electric power fist.
Where's that again?
So if you go down, if you scroll down through the Discord, I'll just ping you in it real quick. Right there.
Oh, in the what? Okay.
Yep. And that's your own like little equipment page for where I'll put like your equipment stuff, just as a log. To briefly go over condition rating and DT, your DT is your damage threshold because you're always going to be hit. The damage threshold reduces the damage and puts it into your condition rating for your armor. So if you, say, took 4 damage, had a DT of 2, you take 2 damage, your armor takes 2 damage. The armor's health is condition rating. Different armors have different condition ratings and such. Make sense? Jams?
Yes.
Okay. So you wish to exit the Iron Sun. Where do you all wish to go now?
Real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
I was checking unarmed weapons to get an idea if there were any changes to Deathclaw Gauntlet, and it's not in there.
Yeah, the Deathclaw Gauntlet was a custom thing that you made.
Okay,
I'll be right back.
So
that explains it.
the weapons that are in there are all weapons that you can find, but the items that you craft are completely original. So a Deathclaw Gauntlet you wouldn't normally find in there because it's nothing that existed pre-war. Whereas the Deathclaw Gauntlet is something that exists now post-war that you made.
The description that you gave me on it
Mhm.
tells me what happens if I cripple a limb or if I add claws to it, but it doesn't tell me its base damage.
It's unarmed.
It's a
Is that
fist
still
weapon.
is that still just the calculation?
It's still just a fist weapon. It's not a melee weapon.
Right, okay.
So the Deathclaw
Yeah.
Gauntlet is your fist weapon. You have a 10 plus, so 10-foot swing distance. When you cripple a limb, lacerates it, deals the bleed damage. If you add another claw, adds more damage, more laceration.
Right, okay.
But it still goes based off your unarmed, so you unarmed damage plus the Deathclaw's effect.
Gotcha.
Anything that looks like it would fit your fist into it is a fist weapon. / uses your unarmed damage. Anything that has to be held with one hand or 2 hands, like a knife or a bat or, sword, is a melee weapon. Make sense?
Yeah. So that's just 3 plus unarmed.
So, I don't want to feel like I'm rushing you, but where do y'all want to go? You were
We
getting...
were gonna.
Oh,
Yeah,
go
we were
ahead.
gonna keep moving. We were gonna keep moving towards the mission, the quest that we were on.
Which I believe was to take down Mander's Cave somehow.
Yeah, I think that's what we were headed. Where they wanted us to get some drugs and come back, and yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to infiltrate, you needed to get drugs. You just needed to have some drugs, which you do have on you, which is some psycho and stuff. You wanted to check out the Iron Sun as it's on the way. You also thought about checking out Vault 901 for some drugs to see if they had anything in there. And as like a last resort, hitting Vespers, but you didn't know if you wanted to hit the cult town of the Wombat Cat.
So we are at Iron Suns.
Yep.
Right? And then
There's
you
an
got
updated
Mander's
map.
Cave. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. So I see Mander's Cave, and then Vault 901 is on the other side of Mander's Cave. So I think we should go hit Mander's Cave, huh?
Well, Mander's Cave
Sure,
is
let's
the
go.
hideout.
Yeah. Yeah, do you want to go to the hideout, or do you want to hit the vault first? What do y'all want to do?
Well, we
Let's
don't
gather
have a lot
resources
of.
at the vault.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We don't have a lot of resources, so I don't think storming essentially a fortress is a good idea.
Alright. To the vault.
Okay, it'll take some days travel to get there. Let me roll your encounter dice. Does anybody wish to roll anything on the way to discover things or to find new locations?
That's you, Virgil.
Yeah. To discover anything on the way.
To
Something
discover
we
a
can
new
search.
location is a
Item
perception.
cache.
Investigation is to scavenge.
Scavenging it is. Investigation go. 14 plus 10 is 24.
Hello.
You said you got a 24?
Yep.
Okay, boot you over here. So as you are walking along, you find there is a broken down car. It has a trunk that is open. Inside the car, there appear to be a few skeletons that were going on a car trip. They appear to have some fishing gear on, as well as a large tackle box cooler in the back with a couple of kids hanging onto it. One was appearing to drinking a Nuka-Cola soda.
Ooh.
The soda is glowing a bright blue.
I want to search the cooler.
Okay. Investigation.
Oh my god. I rolled in that one.
So you do just fine then.
Do I?
Well, you rolled an at one on a d20 or a d100?
Investigation's a D20, right?
Yeah, so you rolled an at one.
Go brush your teeth.
You instead see, you know, that cooler was interesting, but you mistake the tackle box for the cooler instead. Inside the tackle box is a bunch of fishing equipment. It's all been burnt to high heaven, as it's all been fused together into one hook of a bunch of different shit together.
Oh, shit.
But you do find a fishing rod.
I think I'll leave
Alright.
that there.
Alright, Virgil, what all do we have?
Well, I found fishing stuff. I... Can I try to search the cooler again?
You can try to search the car again. Investigation.
Okay. Investigation go. I rolled a 2, plus my 10 is a 12.
Okay. So you do come across the cooler, as you find inside of it some Nuka-Cola. Let me type this out for you real quick.
Alright.
Okay. So you find then Almost done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so inside the cooler you find 5 Nuka-Colas, 8 Sunset Sarsaparillas, and 1 Dead Sun Sarsaparilla.
Oh.
As well as 4 purified water.
Cool.
You also managed to search the rest of the trunk to find... Let's see... that, and... almost done. If I look at the master duct quick, because you got a little bit of equipment. You managed to find out of the rest of the car. In the trunk, you found some instant coffee, a Radaway, 15 cans of pork and beans, a bandana, and a regular duster. And finally, you managed to find some You also managed to find 2 broken car radios. That was your haul from this one car.
Great work.
All right. I share with the group what I found.
How do you want to divvy it up?
That's a good question.
Graycon?
I'm not really worried about any of it right now. We can figure that out.
Okay.
Now just pack it in my bag.
Okay. Anything you want to say, Jams? Is there loot in the car?
He said he
I
had
think he
stepped
stepped away for a second.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
he
good.
had
I'm here.
stepped-
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
no, I'm fine with just bagging it for now.
As you were looting, you made a little bit of noise and attracted some creatures nearby.
Oh, goody.
As you have attracted some large rad scorpions to your area. You know the old saying, hot rad scorpions in your area? Click now.
There are 4 hot rad scorpions in your area.
Okay, look at the initiative counter now. So I'm going to add Jams to the initiative counter. So instead of rolling for initiative, Jams, what's your agility stat?
Five.
Okay. Add the scorpions on here.
So 19, I was like, God damn, that thing's gonna sting the shit out of us.
No, not 19. I meant to hit 12 and it did 19 instead. This is my trying to do like the long form keyboard. Yeah. Anyway, so it is number 4. First, grab my notepad. Just quickly jot down their stuff real quick. So James, what do you say is like 4 giant rad scorpions come up on you, you and your friends?
I'd probably even be a little worried.
You remember how bad
But-
these things were?
Yeah. No, well, not me, but I bet Jams does.
Would you want to face down a giant scorpion, but the size of a car coming towards you?
No.
So this one's gonna scuttle on over and smack Landy in the face with a stinger. See if it hits. Hit. Second one misses. Third one hits. Fourth one misses. Okay. So Lena, you take 18 damage in total from 4 attacks. So remember to reduce that by your DT, and I need you to make me a... Oh, where is it? Medicine check. Sorry, not medicine.
Okay.
Survival.
Okay. Let's see. That's not the right die. There we go. Oh, I made it. I needed a lower than a 38.
Okay,
And I got a
you're not
19.
poisoned. Sven, you're up. There's a big old fat scorpion in front of you.
Sure is. I'm gonna start shooting at this guy right here, number 2.
Okay.
All right, direct armor hit.
Okay.
19 damage. Head.
Okay.
14 damage. Right arm. 16 damage.
Okay.
Chest. 24 damage.
That's a bit more of a beefy number.
Yeah, I've been rolling like shit on the damage. Right arm. 16 damage. Reload. Chest. 13 damage. Uh, 26 damage to the chest.
Oh, it's a pretty high number.
Last shot is 18 damage, direct armor.
Okay, you almost killed him.
That is the end of my turn. I'm out of AP.
Okay. It is now your turn, Virgil. Number 2's looking pretty
Alright.
shit right now.
Well, I'm going to attack number 4 since it's right there in our face.
Kill the one that's almost dead.
And he'll
I'll
die
kill the one that's
soon,
almost
right?
dead.
Focus targets.
I'll kill the one that's almost dead.
You might want to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Because you'll be hitting number 4.
Let's see. 2 squares is 10 feet.
No. Once, yeah, 2 squares is 10 feet, 1 AP is 10 feet, and then 2 AP is 25 feet.
Shit. Let's see. So, I'm gonna be doing a lot of moving around if I want to attack the one way out there. Because my weapon only has 15 feet.
You could try to VATS. Spend a little more AP to get a little bit more distance.
Nah, I'll just hit the closer one.
Okay.
Alright, so...
Hold on 1 minute, I gotta kill a spider.
If you use 3 AP, you can move to right here. And then he's in range, and you could kill him.
But then that puts him out there for those other 2 to converge on.
Okay, I'm
He
back.
would
What's up?
still have movement. I was just telling him if he used 3 AP, he'd be here and in range. Like, so yeah, he can kill the one. I mean, he could try to kill the one that's here in front of us.
Okay, I hit. That is chest. (11 plus 5 is 16 damage. Another hit. Right arm. (15 damage.
Sorry I didn't give you a lot of description on the first one that you were blowing the shit, Sven.
It's all good, man.
You essentially almost killed it. It's looking in a worse state of repair. You blew a couple legs off. It's looking pretty bruised and bloodied and doesn't really want to move.
Headshot. 14 damage.
Low and rolling those damage rolls.
Six. Another hit to the chest.
What are you hitting it with again?
357 revolver.
Okay.
18 damage. Oh, that was close. No, it wasn't.
Almost close to a crit.
No, pretty far away from a crit. I only have 3 luck. That's another hit to the chest. So this is my 3rd time hitting the chest.
Mm-hmm. It is crippled. So if you hit the chest again, you crit it.
9 plus 5, 14 damage. Oh, the funny number.
Funny number.
Right arm again. 14 damage. Let's see. That's 12 AP. 2 AP, reload.
So,
Should
before you continue anymore, as you've been blasting at this thing, it's regretting its life decisions. As you've blown a hole off all the armor on its chest, its innards are exposed. It looks at you with sort of the oh fuck, why did I do this kind of look. Why did I come over here? What kind of situation did I get myself into?
6 AP. Right, 3 more shots. Headshot. Again.
Ooh. Almost crippled. One more and it'll be crippled.
7 plus 5 is 12 damage. Headshot.
And it's crippled. Deal crit damage on the head after this.
8. 5. That's 13 damage. Oh. That was close to a crit. By 1 point. Oh, I choose headshot.
How much damage?
6 plus 5, 11.
11
So
times 2,
22.
22. It did.
That was my final shot. End of my turn.
With your last sling of a shot, you shoot it straight through the skull as it goes up, tearing, almost ricocheting off the inside of its skull and bones. You split it down the middle, all the way up like a zipper. It is now number 2's turn. It's gonna come over here and start stinging you, Sven. Hit. Hit. Miss. Hit. So Sven, you take a total of 14 damage. And I need you to roll me a survival check.
Alright, fail.
You're poisoned. Roll me a... How badly did you fail?
By like almost 60 points.
Okay, roll me a d10.
7.
You are taking 7 damage every turn.
Okay.
You get to re-roll this check for your poison on the next Rad Scorpion's turn. So you take your 7 damage. It's now James's turn. Jams, you're up.
Alright, let's see.
So how much agility do you have?
5.
Okay, 5 times 2 is 10. You have 10 AP to do with what you want.
Now, does that reset every turn?
Every time it's your turn, it resets.
Okay, so you want to use all your AP.
You'd like to use all your AP if you can. Either through attacking, defending, whatever actions you want to do. There's minor and major actions. Minor actions are 1 AP. Major actions are 2 AP. In the reference sheet / doc, there is a list of the minor and major actions. But to give a rundown is your minor actions are aim, scope aim, draw an item, interact, move, take a chem. So a minor action movement is 10 feet. which you can stealth with, or major action is assisting someone, attacking, command an NPC if you have the ability to. Defend, first aid, pass your AP to somebody, rally, reload, or to sprint, which is 2 AP. To sprint takes just 2 AP, but you get to move 25 feet, which is a -5 to stealth, if you're stealthing.
Okay. I think first I should move within range, so I have to move at least 5 feet. I'll move the 10 though, just because I can move 10 feet for 1 AP, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move there, and then I'll swing at number 2 with my katana.
Okay. So because, remember, you have 6 swings per 2 AP. So you've used 1 AP out of your 10, so you now have 9. You want to attack, so that'll be 2 AP. So then you'll be down to 7. So because you're rolling with your weapon, you see how on melee weapons there's the 100, right?
Okay.
Roll me a D100, and you want to get under that number. But because you're rolling with 100, you're always going to hit. You're just now fishing for crits right now. What's your luck stat?
1.
Okay, so you can only crit on a 10.
Okay, like it has to be a multiple 10.
No, so your melee hit rate is 94, so you could still miss. Very rarely, but you could still miss. But you crit on a 10. So the crit chart is based upon the literal number it lands on. So you got to land on a 10 out of the D100
Exactly.
to crit.
Okay.
So that was your first swing, was a 74 rate. Then you roll your damage. Which for a
Oh my God.
katana is 2d12.
Yep.
Now roll a d8 to see where that damage went. Look at your body chart.
Chest.
Okay. So 11 damage to the chest. Congratulations, you did your first hit. So now roll me your second swing out of 6.
Do I still have to do the D100?
Yes, every single time you swing, you still have to do the same thing. Because in that instance, you fail the swing. So you miss.
Okay.
Third
So,
swing?
and hey, Giggles, when you attack, add 5 points of damage to your attacks. Because of my charisma, you get a +5 to damage when you hit.
Okay.
So what was
I
your
guess-
swing?
15.
That
Oh, for
would-
damage.
No, what was your swing to hit?
Oh, 15.
Yeah, so that's 15. Now roll your damage. 2d12 plus 5.
20.
Okay, you killed it. So as you've
To the
killed
direct
number
armor.
2, you still have, what, you used 3 swings, you still have 3 left out of the 2 AP that you still have yet to use. You can move at this moment if you want to. If you sprint with 2 AP, you can reach the next one.
And then I can get an attack off.
Yeah, because you still have your 3 attacks that you still haven't used yet. Your 3 swings from your 2 AP.
Oh my god. Alright, yeah, I'll sprint
Okay.
up to him.
So 2 AP used. You're down to 5 AP. Roll me your 3 more swings.
$47.
You would hit because you're under your 94. 18
23.
plus 5, 23.
To the head.
Nice.
$16. To the head.
Okay.
59. 25. To the head.
Okay, that's 2 hits. 1 more and it'll be crippled. So you've now just exhausted your 3 attacks from your previously 2 AP. You have 5 AP left. You want to do another 6 swings?
Sure.
You spend 2 more AP, so now you have 3 AP left. Time to do your 6 swings.
15. To the head.
Okay, it is now crippled. Anytime you hit the head from now on, it'll deal crit damage. As you cut, you just bash the sword into it. Head bash, head bash, head bash, as you now cut deep enough into the brain.
12. Or, sorry, 17. To the right arm. $26. To the left arm.
Okay.
I missed that one, right?
Yep, you would miss that one.
Was that number 4?
Yes, you're on attack number 4.
$15.
You killed it.
Nice.
As you split its head directly in half, right down the middle. So you have 3 AP remaining with 1 attack remaining. You could, if you use the rest of your AP to sprint and then move once, you will be within swing distance of the last one.
Alright, let's do that.
Okay, you would end up right here. Take your final swing.
$84, that hits. 19. To the left arm.
Okay, that was your turn. You killed 2 of them.
That's a little overpowered.
Yes and no. You built into melee, you should be rewarded for it.
True.
And you got gifted a pretty...
Yeah, that's true.
You got gifted an item that you normally wouldn't have at your level.
That's also very true.
Because imagine doing that with D6s.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's like it would be half too.
So you probably would have killed one and almost killed the other one. But you did really good. Number 3's turn. He's pretty fucking angry right now. He's gonna move up to you, and he's gonna try to hit you. He hits, and hits again. You take a total of 13 damage from his stingers. So that's 5 individual hits with a 13 damage total to your chest. So go to your DT. What's your DT for your chest?
Oh, where's DT?
In your character sheet, scroll down to your armor. What's your chest DT?
1 + 2.
So 3. So you have a 3 DT out of the 5 hits. 3 times 5, it would be 15. So you overall negated. Well, it'd be 3 DT every time. So it's 6 out of 3. So you take. In total, you take 3 damage because the others all miss and are absorbed into your armor. So you took 3 damage, your armor took 10 damage. So you see next to the 100 out of 100, you would reduce the chest to 90 out of 100.
Okay.
Make sense?
It does, yep.
Okay. If I stand corrected, just need to check something about super mutants. Roll me a survival check to see if you're poisoned.
Is that a 100?
Yes, your survival is a D100 check.
51 plus.
It's not a plus. That would be, so the D20s are the general checks, and the D100s are your skill point checks. So your survival is a 82, which is your 50 is under. You do not get poisoned. Okay. Number 3 is over. Lena, you're up.
Oh, I was muted. Sorry. Okay. Who is that? Number 4. I'm going to shoot number 4.
4's already dead.
Oh, he's red. That's right. Okay.
4,
Sorry.
2, and 1 are all red dead.
I see the red now.
Red dead with no redemption.
Okay. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. I'm going to move right there. And I'm going to shoot at 3. Oh, not with that one.
What are you shooting with?
Is that too far still?
What's your range to hit?
25. Damn. Okay.
35 is the range that you're at now. You could VATS and make it longer, or you could just decide to hit where you are now.
Let me vet.
Okay.
I'll need you to guide me through that because I think we've only used that one time.
So, just as a refresh, when you choose to VATS, when you engage VATS, you gain a plus 15 to your effective range and a plus 15 to your hit chance, so that increases your max hit to a plus 15. But it costs you plus 2 AP, so it's 4 AP to attack.
Okay.
And remember, the effective range, when you're using guns, right, is the whole thing is that you have... If I find that effective range thing, where is it? Combat range is that if you're under half your weapon's effective range, you have a plus 10 to hit. And if you're with a normal range, its normal extended is like 15 over, -5, that sort of thing. So what your normal range is 25 plus 15 makes it a 40 to hit. So now your effective range is within 40. You would be not under half, but you would definitely be able to hit it now with a normal range.
Okay.
So you have a plus 15 to your hit but you're already
Alright.
at 100, so
Yeah.
you're just fishing for
Um,
crits right now.
I did not crit. Let's see, what is it? 64. That's not a 4. That is 19 plus 5 is 24.
Okay.
And then I'm rolling
Laser goes pew.
D8 to direct armor.
Okay.
And that's all I could do because I used 4 AP to get to where I am.
How much AP do you have total?
8.
If you used 4 AP to get what you are and you attack, yeah, that would be 8 AP. Yep. So you did your shot all the way back to the top. Sven, you're up. So you should have got a survival check. Did you roll your survival check when he was number 3 was
sorry.
going off?
Nope. I forgot.
Okay, roll me that survival check real quick.
I passed.
Okay, you are no longer poisoned. You only took 7 damage. Once.
It grazed you.
Alright, I hit. Left leg. $19. Hits. My choice is go with the head.
Okay.
31.
Okay.
To the head again. 15.
Gotcha.
To the chest. 21.
Okay.
Right arm. 27.
Okay.
To the head. 24.
Okay.
To the chest. 18. I believe I have one more shot.
You killed it.
Okay.
Okay, let me calculate up all your XP.
Virgil, try to help me find some of these shell cases.
You should say please.
Proceed, sir.
How are we looking for shell cases?
Highest investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna
Alright,
be
as
looking
soon as
for.
he's...
Yeah, we're gonna be looking for your shell casings and my shell casing.
As soon as he's free from calculations.
Yep.
You
Me,
gained a
but
total
all-
of 600 experience from this battle. That is not with Swift Learner. That is the normal base experience. You can calculate your Swift Learner perks as you go.
So that's...
So, Jams, you would have leveled up.
Woohoo!
So, as you level up 1 minute, so you have 200 XP, that's gone. Level yourself up to 2, and see what your new XP total is, because you now have 400 XP to carry over.
I leveled up.
Okay. So, Jams, you have leveled up. Congratulations. So, take your int, which is 3, and you can put 3 points wherever you want in your skills. So it's 3, and because you have 3 points, it's an extra 3. So you have 6 points to put wherever you want. Remember, your tag skills is 1 point in tag is 3. So you would just put 3 in the tag if you wanted to put it in tag. But you have 6 points to spend however you want.
Can I just put them all in melee?
You could if you wanted to. But don't put 6 in there, because remember, it's going based off a 1 point. So if you put everything into melee, you just dumped everything into melee, right? It would be 6 times 3, 18. Sadly, the character sheet doesn't calculate the way that I want it to, so you have to manually put in the 3 versus just like the instant 1. So tags is every 1 point is 3 points, so you'd put in 3 for the 1. Make sense?
Okay.
So you just put 1 point into your tag for melee weapons, which is, a 3 normally. No, you did it right. You did it right. Okay. So you wanted to put 3 in there, so that's 9. So you have 3 points left. What do you want to do with them? Okay.
How's that?
Looks good. So now you're always going to hit with your melee weapons, and you're almost always going to hit with your unarmed. So that means that your unarmed damage went up by 2 more points of damage. So now it's a 31 damage for a flat damage roll with unarmed. And if I remember correctly, so you're looking to be pretty good right now. Looking to be a bona fide tank / melee build. What every
Nice.
D&D fighter dreams of. 6 attacks.
So, level 6, I get another perk now, right?
Yes, because you're human.
3rd Swift Learner.
Buffing the shit out of that.
Yep. And skill points for me is
Okay, so Robbie, you have a 10,
Yeah.
and so it's 10 plus an extra 10, so you have 20 to distribute however you want.
Shit, I keep forgetting how this works. Okay.
So you have 10 points from your intelligence, plus an extra 10 from the intelligence. So you have 20 points to put into your skills however you want.
Hmm.
Did you level up, Jackie, or...
I did not.
I was
I'm
already
getting close.
level 6. I'm a third of the way through it. I started with Swift Learner, so it gave me a huge advantage.
There we go. 20 points into medicine.
Okay, so roll me your investigation to find your spent casings.
Mm. 14.
You managed to recover. Let's see. You were using and both using. So, how many shots did you guys fire off?
I fired 9, I believe.
What have you, Sven?
16.
You recover 8 shots, Sven, and you recover 6 shots, Virgil.
Alright.
So you have 6 casings and 8 casings. You managed to recover, between the two of you, you managed to recover 4 bits of the primer and enough gunpowder for like 4 bits of gunpowder. Basically enough to make like 4 bullets if you had the lead. You were not able to recover any lead.
Okay. Robbie, I'm going to let you track all of that because it's going to be repair checks to make all of that stuff. We got 8 rifle bullet casings.
Well, you have the cases, but you need the lead and the primer and the powder. But
Right, so I said, yeah, I said casings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 8 rifle bullet
6
casings.
pistol casings, 8 rifle casings.
And I'll have to say the other part again if you didn't get it. But it's going to be easier if you track all of that, since you're going to be the one making repair checks to build the thing.
Yeah. What was the rest?
4 primers and 4 bits of powder. I say bits because it's easier to put it that way than say you have 4 pouches of powder, right? Each bit equals a bullet. Do you
Got
want
it.
to
Okay.
salvage these rad scorpions?
Yes.
Okay. Investigation.
Six plus 11, so 17.
Okay, I will jot down what you find. You find 8 stingers, 1 rad scorpion egg, and 2 rad scorp shell scrap.
Okay. So that's now 11 stingers. Alright then.
Well, Jams, how do you feel after beating their skulls in and everybody doing their little stuff around? What do you think,
It
Jams?
reminded me of the times in the arena.
Do you want to regale everybody with a story?
Yeah.
Roll me a history check.
D20?
Yep.
14.
Would you like me to tell the story, or did you want to make one?
Oh, you can tell it.
Okay. I just wanted to give you the character opportunity if you wanted to. You regale everybody with a story of how you were in the arena, fighting one rad scorpion, and then only to realize that your penalty for not killing it fast enough had been a second rad scorpion. So, out of pure spite and anger, you cut off the tail of one of them, stuck it up through his, little mouth, poisoning him, lifted him up, broke him over your back, tore off the one's leg and went over, stuffed it up his windpipe, and tore both his claws off from behind him and stabbed it into his gourd. You took his stinger as a prize. You tried to shaft it into some kind of sword for yourself, but a few of the dogs got to it and took it away, eating it all, the meat out of it, so all that was left was the stinger. Eventually, you took that stinger and poisoned one of the guards to eventually try to make your escape from the arena. To no avail, you got beaten the shit out of and dragged back to your cell, but it was a valiant effort.
Pretty badass.
We might have to be careful if we go in that area.
Sounds like they might want you back.
To continue, you guys always get the nat ones when you're exploring.
Yep, that's us.
Those enchanted digital dice.
Just because they're
Subject is-
non-physical, they're not afraid of the
Holy
whole
crap!
god.
You've encountered a behemoth.
Oh, fuck.
Damn it.
You see as a giant super mutant. Stip, stomp, 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 walking towards you bit by bit, carrying a club as well as multiple rocks upon its back.
I would like to run and try to hide.
Roll me stealth.
Yeah, it sounds like a good plan.
Yep.
I succeed.
What is that, snake?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I definitely succeed.
Here's the
I don't think I
behemoth
do.
that you see in front of you.
Fun.
What was your sneak?
81.
And what's your sneak to roll under?
Where it says skill points on sneak.
$27.
Yeah, that would fail.
Oh, I fail.
Does anybody else fail?
I passed.
Yeah,
I think
but
it
all
was
the
just
rest is
me.
bad.
Okay, so as everyone else ducks and hides, as they probably should, you decide to try to hide as well. However, You're not very good at hiding. You're real good at fucking smashing shit, but hiding? That ain't you. As you try to crouch behind a telephone pole with your wide arms and shoulders sticking out pretty well. The rest of you are indeed stealthed, so I will mark you as stealthed. Just give you a little black border here. The behemoth stip stomps up to you and points and says,
What do you say? So I can't understand him.
Do you attempt to do you want to respond to him with anything?
Yeah, would I like... You said he's a giant super mutant?
Super mutant behemoth.
Yeah, would, is there any, like, relation I have with him?
Not really. It's not like a racial thing where you speak the same language. You just kind of... But he definitely recognizes you as like a green guy, similar to him.
I'll just, like, bow at him, I guess.
He kind of lifts his head and like scratches it a bit as he looks at you.
I guess I'll just slowly back away and try to get some room.
He takes a step forward towards you as you back away.
I'll try to, like, mimic what he's saying.
Okay.
Like,
And he lifts his hands up like a little bit like, ah, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like holding his hand up like he's saying something, but it's coming out complete fucking gibberish.
I'll just slap my thigh. Ha ha ha. I'll look at my wrist and start to walk past him.
Yeah, he is going. He kind of like puts a hand on his belly.
Okay.
And
I'll just stand.
he points his fire hydrant that he's carrying with him slash fucking fire hydrant slash pipe thing that he's carrying with him, just like kind of towards you, like kind of like stick with me.
Sure.
The one arm that has like a giant fridge just chained to him kind of flaps as he like says like, come with me. He's like, as you hear it clanking and flapping as he turns around to slowly walk.
I'll just follow him.
What do the rest of you do?
We follow quietly, I guess.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot I didn't queue up. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of trail them from a distance.
Yeah, me too.
As you
Have I been, like-
trail, huh?
Have I been, like, adopted by this thing?
Maybe. As you continue your way through, I gotta find it real quick. There is a couple of dogs that are around as you kind of get like, I'd say a good 50 feet following this thing as he walks up and he kind of like kneels down. He's like, and he points at the dogs as the dogs kind of like just come up to him as they wag their tails, and he just kind of like puts his hand down. He crushes one of them by accident. As he attempts to pet one, the other two kind of like back up a little bit. He's like waving his hands, and he goes out to try to pet the other one, crushing it to death.
Run up and pet the other one using your animal handling skill.
He's just a big old guy.
That's
What do you want to do, James?
yeah, I'll pet the dog. I'll try what Grey Con said with the animal handling skills. Is that a 20?
Yeah. D20.
It's 18.
You manage to pet the dog just fine. As it just kind of looks at you, a little bit scared. Kind of like the dog is like, oh shit, fuck, help me, get me away.
So similar to what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Alright, did that. Okay.
As you pet the dog, he's like,
Is he annoyed I'm doing it, or is he like happy?
no, it seems like he's happy, somewhat.
Like he's like, oh good, you're getting along.
Yeah, like,
Okay, I'm just gonna like chill, I guess, and wait for him to fall asleep.
he puts his hand over the other dog and kind of like slaps it against the ground, which is like thump, 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 and it's just beating the fucking dog into the ground
Oh
as this
my
one
God.
becomes a crushed corpse. Just mutilated pile of blood.
As long as he's not trying to pet me.
Yeah, that.
I like
Saw what I
have
put in.
no idea what to do.
Saw what I put in chat there, huh, Robbie?
Yeah.
I will hug him, I will pet him, I will squeeze him, and he will be George.
Why am I stuck with Lenny?
And so he just kind of looks around as you see a rad stag kind of walk by as he gets up and then smacks it with his just fire hydrant, crushing it in two as it screams out in pain. He just picks it up, takes a chunk out of it like an apple, and just tosses the other part of it down near you.
A rad scorpion? Or
No,
the rad cow thing?
yeah, rad stag.
Yeah, I'll eat some.
Roll me a medicine check to eat the raw meat.
Is there a fire that he has?
No, he just took a bite out of it like an apple and tossed the other down to you.
Gotcha. Is that 100?
Yes.
80.
You did not pass. You got to get a 20 to pass. So you're feeling sick. You're vomiting a little. Not feeling great. The behemoth sees that you are sick and attempts to help you.
No.
He is going to reach down and attempt to pat your back with one of his fingers. I need you to make me a oh, what would this be? Survival check?
Is that 100?
Yep. Let's hope you roll under an 80.
41.
Okay, you take half damage.
Yay.
Oh god.
You take a total of 50 damage. That is halved.
Okay.
As he pats you on the back and you feel like your spine almost snapped in two.
Great.
He just kind of like holds his hand out like I'll be right back as he gets up and just barrel run towards something. Just stomp, 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 stomp. Just running away, attempting to go get something. Did you want to get out of here?
Yes. Fucking gone.
You want to bring your dog friend with you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Roll me an animal handling.
20?
Okay. You
No,
have a 20?
sorry. I got a 7 plus, 15.
Okay. You now have a dog named Ringo.
Sweet. Alright, I'm gonna go up and be like, guys, I have a dog, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we watch. And yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
For diffusing that situation, you gain... $660 XP.
Shit.
Nice.
Seems like Jams leveled up again.
I did.
So you had 400 XP, it was 550. So you would have 510 XP left over. You now have gained one. So as you are at level 3, because humans are the only one that gain levels at 2, every 2 levels, you gain a perk every 3 levels. You can now pick a perk, Jams. Also,
Okay, where did I find the master?
yeah, in the master doc, you would scroll all the way down. Don't forget to give yourself your skill points.
Do I get the same amount?
Yeah, same amount, because your intelligence hasn't changed. So 6 points to assign however you want. Where are you thinking about putting them? Okay. Okay, maxing out that melee and unarmed for the time being. Make yourself into a big damage boy.
Yep.
So if you scroll down in the master dock, past all the equipment, you will find the perks. under all the levels and stuff is the XP and perks. So obviously there's level requirements and sometimes other requirements, but what perk you thinking about?
I don't know yet. Do I wear armor?
You can wear armor.
But I'm not.
You're currently wearing a just basic armor set.
I'm just looking at travel light.
Yeah, you're just traveling in like basic clothes, but you have a 2DT from your racial class.
Okay. I guess I'll do bloody mess.
Do you have the requisite level for it?
It doesn't have anything. Level requirement 6. No, I don't. So I have to go up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're at
Swift learner.
You can't get Swift Limbering, you need to have an int of 4. You have an int of 3.
So you could take intense training, and then you could increase your int by 1 if your goal was to get the Swift learner.
At level 6.
Correct. Yep.
Or you could do, you know, Fiend of the Night or Hunter if you just wanted to go raw damage output.
I don't think he has. Does he have high enough perception for Fiend of the Night? That's perception 6.
No, he would not. But he could do Hunter.
Survival 30.
Yeah, you're well over 30 survival.
Yeah, okay, I'll do Hunter.
Okay. So you just type in Hunter 1. Because there's only one rank of it. In your perks category. Okay. So continue with your adventure. One day has passed. If you wish to rest, you could, or you could continue on through the night.
I think we should rest.
A short or long rest?
I mean, I need to heal up a little bit. I don't know about everybody else. I know I need to heal a little bit.
I have to restart my computer for a second.
Yeah, I think a long rest.
Oh yeah, I gotta restart your computer, Gilgamesh. Okay, everybody roll me a survival check if you want to do a long rest.
I actually passed.
I did too.
No, I just need the numbers, not if you passed or not.
Oh,
No.
sorry, I got a 22.
What'd you get,
I got
Lena?
27.
What about you, Virgil?
I
Virgil,
got an 86.
for your survival?
Yep.
Damn.
It's a D100, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled an 86.
Giggles has close to 100 in survival, so
You guys managed to pass with flying colors. You're able to take a long rest.
okay. I forget, how does it work again for the rest?
I'll look at the doc again for you. So, rests is, let's see.
There it
For a
is,
short rest, it's endurance times 2. For a long rest, it's endurance times 4. So your endurance stat times 4.
How much health you get back?
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Endurance
fucking health
times
back for
4.
you, man.
3 times 4 is 12. That puts me up to full.
Almost covered that giant touching me.
You're doing pretty well in the health department, though, because super mutants get that +2 HP every time they level up, and you have the high fucking endurance, so you're already getting a lot of HP.
So what's your total HP?
I see that.
171.
170.
So,
If I didn't have rads, I'm at 65. Just so you know where you're at. Like, you're damn near triple me. That's awesome.
I'm at 38.
You're also a child.
Aren't
That's
you
true.
always, aren't you still like, don't you still have a lot of rads?
I got 26.
Yeah.
I could use some help.
Yeah, well, Virgil needs to make his drink in the morning.
As the night passes on by, you wake up in the morning.
Alright. Virgil, you want to use that bottle of water and make Lena a drink?
hello?
Hello?
There we go. I heard you now.
Yeah, I disconnected or something. I'm not sure what happened. So, as I was saying, does anybody need first aid while we're resting?
I could use, well, I'm at max.
Yeah, I think Giggles needs first aid. He's still a little low. And then we need to make a drink for Lena in the morning.
It's true. I'm at 156 out of 171.
Alright, I will perform first aid. $29, and I needed to roll a 54. Or less. So, Giggles, heal yourself for 24 points.
Thank you.
And we got those fresh bottles of water from that cooler. So I'll get one of those tablets from my Pip-Boy and mix it with a bottle of water.
Okay. Are you doing the boiled water or purified water?
The purified water.
Okay, so full rad.
And that's a D10, right?
Yes.
Lena, heal 2 rads.
Yeah.
Oof, that sucks.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's 2.
Better
That's 2 that I,
better than nothing, but still.
that's all right.
Okay, so you all could continue. We are technically at the time of almost 12 o'clock. Do you wish to continue going, or are you all good for the night?
I am personally good to keep going. Whatever everybody else wants to do is fine with me, though.
I think I'm good for the night.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm good for the night too.
We shall stop here then.